America versus Europe. Why don't we get to know who's on the team so far, and then we'll figure out who else is on the team. We start off with our content creators. I'm going to start with Europe first here. We have Murti and Fury, and then backing them up, Rosdri as their coach. First off, guys, how are we feeling going in the show match? Have you been practicing? I already talked to you a little bit, Mertz. What are the vibes going in this before you know the team?
I mean, we've kind of been talking all event pretty much because it's like, for us, very exciting to play on stage.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've just been sharing tactics, strategies. We know what to do against the team. We know exactly who to target. So.
Are you staring at Jamaican Coconut for a reason when you say that?
Yeah, because I heard that he said, I'm going to score an own goal, so.
Is that your game plan? We're going to have to talk about that if that's your game plan.
Okay. Oh, well, it's not even really a game plan. It's just an inevitability, really, at this point.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, well, while they're over here talking, Chief Beef and Jamaican Coconut is going to be your North American content creators with Reddles backing them up. Do you have any hope in this squad, Reddles?
Well, it's actually funny you started with EU first. Usually you don't start with the team that didn't have a team in the World's Grand Final last year. Oh. That's cool. We can let them go first. Yeah, I'm feeling great. I mean...
We are locals, Reda, so...
Okay.
Be careful.
Yeah. You look at the content creators, we'll get to the pros later.
Yeah.
But, I mean, come on.
We're weighing it right now. How do we feel?
Absolute mismatch. I have two players that are in pro lobbies still, to this day. When's the last time Murti launched Rocket League, you think?
When is the last time you launched Rocket League? This is taking too long.
Yesterday?
Yeah. So what's up?
Nothing's up, Murti.
When have you been playing? Retired.
I'm retired. I'm the coach.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have to play. He's not on the field.
But like he's not tapped into the tactics. He doesn't know what the new metas are. We got a coach.
You don't think I mean that.
No,
I was watching scrims this morning.
Yeah, but that was threes.
That's true. That is very true.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be bantering here.
Yeah, seriously, whose side are you on?
Okay, yeah, that's sorry. My bad. I'm supposed to be impartial here. Well, let's get to find out the rest of the squad then, because it's force. You can't just play with two. You can, but that's going to be a very lonely field out there. It's a bit bigger. Let's take a look at Europe first. Who our first draft is going to be for the European team. Who we got? Throw us on the board here. Oh, it's on full screen. Oh, it's over there. I see it. It's Noah. Noah's gonna. Oh. Okay, wait. They got the power of two coaches now.
Yeah, we have a coach. Power of two coach. Amazing. Free win. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good choice.
The strategy is the most important part in a 4 versus 4.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So early thought. You guys now see Noah. They got them backed up. Double the brains.
Right.
Which is like, I mean, so we got mechs here, brains here. How are we feeling on the matchup on that first one there?
So Noah's actually a great start because when we start winning, Mannequin or Fury likes to attack the mannequins. That'll be good. Noah can be his mannequins. Once we sweep this, we'll have a little test dummy for him. So that's good.
Okay, Noah's our first start. Let's see who North America is going to have as their first draft pick here. Who's going to be backing up as the third player? Okay, love it. How you see Seamus.
Yeah, he was actually on our stream after they lost, and even though he lost, he was in good spirits. So now imagine when he's winning. We win that first game, and I feel like that ball gets rolling a little bit.
We're definitely adding on to the MMR on this side.
I have something to say about that, actually.
Yeah?
This is funny because I played Seamus for a video in a 1v1.
Okay.
Guess who won?
Seamus.
You would be wrong.
Jason Paparino!
But yeah, I actually beat Seamus in a 1v1, so... I'm coming for you again.
Once again, though, it's not
it's a mental game. It's a mental game.
Okay. So you'll make him remember the text chat beforehand. Okay. Okay, let's look at your squad here. We've got Noah as your third.
Jason Paparino!
Let's throw it up on the board here.
It's over.
Okay. We now got some mechs. We got the brains to back up the mechs here. You guys seem like you're feeling good about that.
Yeah, guys, if you don't want to play tomorrow, we could understand.
Are we throwing the towel in? We forfeit early?
Not a chance. Who's gonna beat Nas from NA?
I think he's targeting you. I don't think you're going to be playing a lot, to be honest.
That's if you can catch me.
Let's go. Okay, I'm going to be watching. That's going to be the subplot for tomorrow. How you guys feeling though about the brains, and now they got that gusto behind it?
I mean, they have a little bit of a duo, but we got 4 people. I mean, Nas, there's no way he 1v4s us. It's going to cut to an end of us getting 1v4'd after that.
Cut cue the montage, right? Yeah, okay. Well, we've got our European team. Let's start to round up the North American team. We've got 3. Who's going to be our last? Ooh. What are we thinking? What are we thinking here, squad?
I mean, what? I've won a regional with this kid. I've been to multiple lands with this guy. Come on, like this is the star I needed. This is the focal point of our offense. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to play with Cheese.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. I mean, like they've got now that camaraderie. They got that experience together. Does that shake you guys up a little bit?
No, man, we have Nas. He can win. We have Nas. He can win the show match alone. No problem. No problem for us.
Okay. Well, now that we're looking at each other's full squads, before I let you go, I want to get the final thoughts maybe from the coaches. You already putting together some plans. We heard here from Fredos that you know where you're going to be putting Cheese. What about the rest of the squad? What's the game plan here going into tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things you could do as the coach of this roster. But honestly, looking at the teams, all I need to know is, where do we pick up our medals after this series? Because really, there's not a ton of strategy to it. My content creator's clear. My pro's clear. Unfortunately, they stuck us with an EU pro, like an import, which might make it a little closer because yuck.
But even taking shots on their own team. Okay.
Yeah, why is he playing with an EU player?
What's up? Okay.
Your team considers an EU player?
Hey, I mean, listen, he came over here and he won, right? He got here. And I mean, at the end of the day, EU, North America, it really doesn't matter. We're gonna win. It's gonna be 2-0. It's gonna be more goals than you've ever seen in any RLCS match ever. And do we get a title for this one?
And Fury's used to a lot of goals, with the whole SSG Vitality series last year, so he's used to a lot of goals.
I don't know. Chat, you got to rate that victory speech. I don't know how I'm feeling about that preemptive speech.
And they speak a lot. You speak a lot.
Yeah.
We will see that tomorrow.
That's exactly what we'll do. See it tomorrow. It's going to be for the grand finals. The gauntlet is going to be great, but so is the show match. Tune in for that. Now, though, we got to get back to finishing off the North American Open #1. So let's get some actual experts here to talk about Real Rocket League. Analyst, you in here? Yeah. Okay, we need your thoughts on this too. Get in here. We're going to kick these guys off. Come on. We got to let the real brains do the work. Guys, what are you thinking on these? Who's going to win this? Can we get some thoughts?
It's not even a question. It's not even a question. Of course, it's going to be Europe League.
No, this is going to be Nas versus Cheese with 6 roadblocks they're going to have to get around. We'll see. I don't know.
I would see that
like 3 traffic cones per side they can position where they like.
He's going to look like Swiss cheese in defense up against the EU.
Interesting.
I do. Personally, I believe that. I don't think any wins this series tomorrow. I don't.
There you go. Look at
No, I don't think they win this series.
You think Johnny's a rage baiter? Look at
EU will win every series against NA.
He's calling it right now. He might be wrong.
The only thing is, I can't go. That's what stopped me from going.
One very important match to play before we get to play that gauntlet. We have the grand finals of North American
5 times a week.
2026 season. It'll be Shopify Rebellion versus Space Station Gaming. This one is for the title, 15 points, as well as $21,000, $7K per player. They're already at, I think, 15K is second place. So this is like a $6,000 jump in this show match.
Every point matters here because you got to remember NRG's not here, and you have to kind of expect them to make a run in Open 2 and in Open #3.
Yeah, well, let's get the teams on the stage to kick things off. The boys playing on the blue side, but they're wearing the green. It's Shopify Rebellion.
Well, I saw somebody saying that after Johnny and I just covered their series against Redacted, it was the most negative take on a semi-final victory they've ever seen. And you know what? They're not wrong. Beaming with praise and pride over that Rebellion performance. And the reason for that, Johnny, is because with these 3 players, we expect more than that. And they have to offer more than that against SSG.
And they can. They could definitely. They know that. They know they have to play better against SSG, and they've got what it takes individually. Can they do it as a team?
I thought they were going to die.
They get set to go. LJ has been a world's offensive MVP.
Oh yeah,
but has not won a regional.
Like, what the
It's a
fuck?
hard thing to do.
It's crazy. Like, what
As the players
happened?
get set in their stations.
well, GC won his, so maybe now it's LJ's turn as well.
It's his turn. We'll see if they can get there. The players are getting set up.
Maybe
Lead
just
standing
sucking
by
dick.
the coach.
Maybe
One more time, maybe another after. If you guys can get it done here, but you're in the grand finals now. Feels good, right?
Feels great. I mean, this is where we need to be. That's kind of the expectation.
beat up for ourselves and well,
Oh, so
you know,
it's
everyone looks for ourselves.
Yeah, what they sold was like, I mean, they would sell it for like about here.
Easier said than done, I guess.
Like,
Now,
not,
looking overall, I mean,
just
there's
couple bags.
Oh.
Not like crazy.
some people have been expecting. Like on paper, there's some
They
teams
were
that
not
look like they
considered a
should be
club.
winning, should be in the
You know
grand
what I'm
finals. You guys were one of them. But matches
They
have
would
been a
sell
lot
their
closer.
strips.
And I think
They
people are
used to get
expecting. What do you think that is right now?
Thought wasn't too much of an issue, but Redacted did play well.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta give it to them. Redacted played a very solid
Piece I
game.
used to give them five.
And we
And
had
they
to
got Grady,
play
and then they went up to
some
$3. I said, all right. But that's good.
to beat them, which we did eventually. But they were good. But now we just gotta look at SSG and we're confident.
I guess
Then
that's
they
just the
tried to
thing
go
is like
up
how do you
again,
adapt
bunch of
mid-series? Like it's easy to say let's adapt, but to actually do that, like
find somebody else.
do it
I
must
said,
be
okay, we'll find somebody else. I said, okay.
It is, but most of the time we have
They
like
tried,
a set
they
play
tried to
style.
call me on my bluff.
We gotta focus on ourselves.
Kept them for
If
like
we
2
do it
months,
right,
3
we'll be
months.
good.
That's right. So I mean, going into this, you have to be
Get rid of
confident
them,
of the
but
squad.
not for like,
What's
you
maybe
know,
the final
not
words you're
one
saying
using
for
one.
a grand
Right.
final?
It's fucking them
Not
up.
as frequent, not all
It's
people
fucking them
playing
up
right
more.
away.
Yeah, it's fucking up more.
That's
They
the
were
big
losing
thing.
more
Some
money
people
on
just
top
lose
of
or
it.
they
It was
get
fucking
too
up.
overconfident and confident and they start playing too fast. But then they gotta have some confidence. That's the most important part.
All right, you go give them that confidence. It's time for your opponents to come out here. Space Station game.
They've already beaten Shopify once in this
You don't want to do
event.
this
They've only
well.
drawn 4 games total so far in this event.
junkie
And
fetish
Gen G
game.
to the list of teams they beat just a little bit
Still
ago.
tries with that.
Game 7, nonetheless, avoiding a reverse sweep. And now here they are looking for that title.
Yeah, well, Gen G in the end gave them an incredible warm-up. It would seem like it was going to be a stomping by Space Station Gaming. All 3 of them were involved. They were having fun against Gen G, but they had to work for it, Johnny Boy, in the end. But I think that'll do them some good going into this grand finals.
Yeah, they faced serious adversity. It looked like they had the sweep, and then it looked like they're being reverse swept, but they clutched it up in game 7, and a lot of emotion as well after they got after they got every goal.
Experts back with you now as you guys are in the grand finals. Congratulations again on making it here, but the job's not done yet. What were the talks between here? Because you didn't have a lot of time.
We just went to chill. Like we knew that we took that series longer than we should have. So we just went back to the prac room and just like, okay, boys, let's just calm down. It should have never happened. We should have just followed them. It happened. We know why it happened. Now we're locked in for the finals.
Good, yeah. I mean, looking back, you don't want to look too far back, but how do you make sure that the lessons learned in the series before stay in this series? Because it's so easy once you get into the game to forget everything else you were just talking about.
I mean, to be honest, what happened today was something like we talked last night. So it was kind of like perfect timing. So it should help like maintaining things in the series before. That's awesome. That's good to hear. Now, in terms of, I think the word that was brought up before was fear. I mean, or you guys got a little afraid in the last series. How does that get stopped sooner than later? Do you ever see that rise in your players and try to jump in early? I don't think they were scared. It's like we lost game 4. They were playing better than us. We just like, that was a bit scared there, but like game 5, we just strolled open nets. Game 6, reveals are tilted. And yeah, game 7, we just like, we're like, yeah, boys, we just got to lock in. We're better than them. Just play the game. Okay, I'm wondering if that's going to be your speech. I asked VP, and I want to know yours as well. You're about to sit down with your players and get into the grand finals. What's that final speech? What are those final words of wisdom that you give to them before they jump into the pitch? I mean, that's something for us to keep in private. Okay, fair enough. You know, I'm going to let you go whisper those words to them, and hopefully they're words of success. Thank you so much, Expert.
Both teams ready to go. Both teams went through a gauntlet to get here, had to go to game 7 to win it, to make it to the grand finals. Space Station had a little bit more of an easier road, though, when it came to that game 7. Did win it 3-0, not allowing the other team a goal.
Yeah, it was a good performance in that game 7. I was really worried about them. I thought they were going to lose. Gen G had all the momentum. Gen G had an experienced team, but SSG locked in and they got the job done. So they've faced adversity and then they've prevailed today. I mean, Shopify likewise, but in a different way.
Chat, we kicked CJ off the production because he was a little bit too biased. Production, he's found a different broadcast to join. I think he's arguing with Chief Beef on his screen. This is a Rebellion versus SSG debate.
They're getting angry there. This is getting serious. He's getting pointy.
Yeah, very pointy.
I'm a little bit worried.
Don't you get me started.
I'm not sure. Hopefully they're okay. Hopefully they're holding on down there.
Yeah, I'm glad we cut away. There's, oh my goodness, there's so much anger.
I do appreciate that when CJ was being, a bit too biased and you thought, who do we call? Johnny. You need an unbiased, just impartial.
I mean, I'll balance it out. I was the one defending North America on the first.
Back to him.
Listen, if you mix yellow and green paint, you get something that's kind of close to your shirt. So I feel like it kind of works out. You kind of got that unbiased thing. Twitch.tv/ChiefBeef, I believe, is the URL if you want to watch that argument live in person right now with audio. So it's so cool that we have all the creators.
I know. I love everything should be in this giant circle.
Right now. We can get them up here right now rather than over there. We can get their actual takes up here on the main desk.
We'd have to get some and take them away from the wonderful
I don't know what they're doing. They're
broadcast
just looking at each other.
that Chief are doing down there.
We can wave from afar.
Chat, let us know who you think is going to win in the progressive fan vote. #SR, #SSG. We're getting close here, gentlemen. Johnny, what are the big X factors for this match? What would be the keys to victory for either team?
You know, if SSG play like they played before, they're going to win this. I've not seen anything from Shopify today or in this event that would convince me that they've got a chance against SSG in the form they were in. But anything can happen in a final. SSG have to show that they could do that in the grand final today.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, for the Space Station Gaming, just keep doing what you were doing. They looked, for the first 3 games, at least against Gen G, they looked pretty supreme. We have to see a huge step up from Shopify Rebellion, and we can. You know, I really want to see one of these players. I want to see First Killer get hold of that ball in particular, because he's their star, man.
We've talked about that ceiling. The ceiling. We've talked about it so often. I feel like we've seen maybe glimpses of FK's ceiling over the course of the last few days of competition, not just today, but a few weeks ago, and when we had the first day of this open baits. But I still haven't seen that best player in the world, FK, on the Shopify Rebellion roster.
Well, listen, I think he's been playing pretty solid. To your credit, he's not at that same level necessarily. But in saying that, though, that takes a whole entire roster. We've been talking about the SR gameplay so far. It looks like kind of refined rank 3s at the moment. I don't know what exactly the game plan is, but they seem to be lacking an identity, and that goes for all 3 players. They give you moments where LJ's looking good, moments where FK's looking good, moments where Koper's looking good. I need to see the whole entire unit. And you want to talk about a unit? That squad over there has been balling out as a unit so far. I understand Gen G came back against them, but I mean, they just look like they have just pure polish. They're pre-jumping at each other, playing confident. That's why SSG is going to end up taking this game.
Okay, that sounds like a pick to me. Johnny, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going SSG. And you know, earlier on I did say I think EU's going to win every series tomorrow against NA, but SSG is the team I'm most afraid of for EU. But I think SSG win this final.
Okay.
I think the exact same thing, yeah. I think this is Space Station Gaming's grand final to lose. Best of 7 will do them well as well. Rebellion have to play so much better. I don't think they can quite catch up in one series.
Now I'm starting to feel like we should have brought the man in green up on the desk. It's all because I also think Space Station's going to win this.
You get Chief up here. Chief up here. You make a case.
So yeah,
Chief.
No, we don't need Chief. We got plenty of SSG representation.
CJ,
go away.
Come on up here. Both of you, hurry up!
I'm confused.
Hurry up! Get up here, CJ.
Improvise, CJ. Improvise. Yes, and.
Get a microphone.
Yes, and.
The microphone doesn't work. Listen.
Talk to me. Okay.
All right, so we got a SSG.
Yeah.
Wait, it's an SSG message.
SSG?
Across the board. Hey, where's the chat vote? Where's that chat vote? Where is it? Pull it up.
Oh, it's going to
pull up that chat vote.
And when it's SSG.
I'm going to go early. We're going to have 64. We're going to see.
Across the desk. Just like it's about to be in the series. It's 4-0. Look at that. Look at that.
At the coin here.
We knew we had it.
It also went SSG over on the side. So
CJ, the coin as well. Insult to injury.
5 for 5.
Which means that we've cast or cursed Space Station Gaming, folks.
Everything cursed Space Station Gaming.
This is a crazy one.
Listen,
still can't believe
you gotta love it. CJ, you look lost in the sauce. Listen, if SR's gonna win, they're gonna have to be a completely different team. SSG, you're looking good right now. They're
looking great. Absolutely, they're here for a reason.
Can they get it done? Chief Beef, we appreciate your endorsement up here. It's time for the grand finals of North American Regional Open number 1, folks. Shopify Rebellion. Can they get it done against apparently the Goliath of North America, Space Station Gaming? Looking for that first regional win here in 2026. Let's get up and get loud. It's game day.
We got a little voodoo magic going on in the desk, but guess what? None of that matters when 2 teams take the stage to see who can be the champions of North America here in Copenhagen. Grand Finals of NA Open 1. Game 1 brought to you by Progressive between Rebellion and Space Station Gaming.
This has been the battle of the weekend to get here. Both of these 2 teams have been on very different yet fairly similar journeys, long games, best of sevens, going all the way to the end. Now they're going to try and do it against each other here in one last series.
Rebellion played earlier, last match. Looked a little uninspired, not playing on their playstyle, not passing to each other. Need to see a little bit more of that. This SSG team has been locked and loaded. Definitely more of the playing into their playstyle, and they are looking to make a big splash. I mean, you talk about the players on both sides. Chronic going up against his former teammates, First Killer and LJ. They replaced him for Kofor, who left Space Station Gaming. There's a lot of just energy in this matchup.
The lore runs so deep between these two. And of course, both of them creating their new rosters. Like you said, Rebellion, the furthest this war has gotten in a minute now. We're gonna see what they can do in this final. They scratched tooth and nail alongside Space Station in their respective brackets to get here. A shot towards net, very slow. LJ and Diaz make the fight, but the win out for SSG allows a shot opportunity. Follow up from Chronic, sent off into the corner.
Chronic shot saved by the man who's replaced him. Now again, it's First Killer to block Chronic. Diaz gets a good 50 win, and we'll get a demo for his efforts. Diaz wants to be able to keep this in play. So far, Space Station, they've got the aggression, they've got the pressure here. They have to be careful not to overextend, because Rebellion will be looking for that, but we haven't seen too many offensive chances for Rebellion at the start here.
No, not quite. No, again, this is a Space Station roster that just went to Game 7 with Gen G of all teams, and even they themselves were so confused on how they let that series fall out of their hands so quickly. They ended up obviously prevailing, but it was a quick turnaround to try and get back here and really just regain the connectivity and the flow state that they had found in their last series.
Reveal, cheeky look on the angle. He just got the corner boost, but look at First Killer just all over the ball here, trying to make sure SSG isn't set. Chronic, no boost here on the play, and LJ will get a clean cut, but it'll get sent to Reveal. He'll want to keep this in. So far, Rebellion not able to get consistent pressure. It's Chronic. No, he rushed it. He rushed the aerial, so that could have been a great shot chance for SSG. They'll have to try again.
Shopify definitely got away with murder on that play there, but they do still have to try and get away with this, and they somehow do. LJ on the goal line kept it out. Gonna have to go again on this one. That big clear, though, is the breathing room that they needed. Space Station was slowly starting to get in their faces, box them into their half. 2 minutes left in regulation here. We stay scoreless.
Composure is definitely the name of the game between these two teams. Again, we talk about the implications, just that kind of mental battle, knowing you're going up against former teammates and just really wanting to get that win to start off your journey here in the 2026 season. LJ looking for his first regional win and almost got the first goal. Was First Killer, but it's still scoreless here in game one. Still more pressure coming out of Rebellion, but Space Station Gaming holding on.
Kofor's gonna try and pass it all the way from the ceiling to the other end. Rebellion plays an incredible aerial game, but so does Space Station. They definitely could go toe for toe right here. He goes for the back flick on this one, completely sent off. You saw the patience. I liked what I'm getting from Rebellion here. Very confident, headed up against Space Station. From the mid, the demo comes through. They're trying to open up a window or a path for Rebellion to come in. LJ's got a full steam ahead on this, but the triple commit from SSG keeps them out.
Kofor, good light touch. Now we're starting to see a couple of these passes in transition. Good lead from Kofor to LJ, but LJ doesn't get the most out of it. Final minute here. Kofor starting to wreak a little havoc on Space Station side, still in some boost, getting some demos. Can Rebellion turn this into some consistent pressure? Ball in the midfield, it's a clean battle. Kofor kind of lasts back. Good little pop. LJ to First Killer. First Killer, ball on the hood. Good low 50 against Chronic. He just wants to keep this in play as time ticks down.
And that was a really good boost still there too from First Killer to kind of just allow his teammates to have a moment to gather some resources as they headed back into their half here. 25 on the clock. SSG lose the race to this ball. It's transition out for Blue. It's a shot on target. And First Killer, he has been having a day. Anything he has been teed up for has gone straight on target and in their net.
Good pass there from Kofor to FK. FK here with the first goal in game one. As we continue to get things underway now, SSG down by 1. We'll have to see if they can make a play happen here late. Time ticking down in regulation. Final 10 seconds before Rebellion can take game 1.
Reset takes his time. Double reset, too much power. 5 on the clock in a demo. Rebellion being forced to retreat here as SSG start to make their way forward. Can they do it? Chronic keeps it up. It's in the corner, trying to make the catch here. It's a big, long clear for Rebellion. But they end up surviving those final few moments and take that game 1.
And this game kind of came in a flash here. Both teams really showing some good offensive prowess here early on. Lots of passes in between each other, but again, not able to really connect on things to make some real threatening opportunities, get the goal line, goal scoring up higher. But now we get to see some adjustments being made between game 1 and game 2 here. Rebellion, though, off to a nice little start. They got a couple transition plays. First killer gets 1 in. It's 1-goal game where the final goal is scored very late here. That's going to show you how tight this final is going to be.
Oh, yes. If that was not an indicator of what this series is about to look like, I don't know what else is. Like we said, we just saw Space Station get taken all the way to that game 7. They almost got reverse swept. So their mental state is going to be very strong right now. But the real question is, how much mental game do you got left after all that?
I mean, listen. Well, it's not as late as it was yesterday, okay? We got to keep that.
It is earlier.
It is pretty early here. But that being said, I mean, you look at these teams and, you know what a Championship Sunday looks like. It's Saturday, but, at least in the online
Champ
era.
Sunday for NA.
You know the type of bracket you have to go through. These players are all used to this, so I think the mentality is really more focused on the composure in the matchup, not making sure you guys still play your game, play your play style, don't get too flustered, especially with how tight this series is. The mental game is going to have such a big impact.
For sure. Space Station, if you weren't aware, finally dropped more than 1 game in a series in their last. Rebellion, on the flip side of things, just been going through the ringer to get all the way to this final. But they've looked great. Everybody is afraid of them. They've been ranked very high across the board.
Now we see a little bit of early offense here from Space Station, but leaving more to be desired. Diaz complete whiff there, but he has Chronic behind him. Kofor demos Diaz, so Diaz will be back in time, no worries, as Kofor uses all of his boost to play that ball, just bouncing back and forth with these strong clears. And now Chronic wants to carry it. First killer looking to apply some pressure. We haven't seen that Rebellion consistent offensive pressure yet, and SSG able to control the midfield a little bit here is revealed. Nice high touch, gets the follow-up. Diaz, chance here, looking for the shot, gets a double straight down. Little bit of chaos in front, but first killer clears it away.
You gotta be so careful to Space Station. You almost got scored on. You might hear, you managed to get away with it. Chronic had committed just a little bit too far earlier, and it's little things like that that are going to be the difference maker between these two teams. You can't have that third man racing back on no boost. Shot on target, set on. Follow-up is wide. Here comes the third, and the dunk is in.
Nice here from LJ, but Rebellion as a team with the pressure. Look at the follow from first killer. Kofor kind of gets the defense jumping, and then LJ just strong follow up to force. It plays the 50 well in front of the goal line. Secures the first one here for Rebellion early as they pick up where they left off. And almost a kickoff goal there. Diaz back in time.
Right now, Rebellion playing the same game we've seen throughout this weekend and even in their qualifying stages. Just a very confident and connected style. Chronic, it's been a little bit louder on the end of Space Station throughout this weekend. He is a player that you do want to see step up here. Diaz over to reveal. Interception from Kofor, the player to come in and really see if he can help this Rebellion team find the success they deserve.
Need to see a little bit more control on the ball on the side of SSG. It's been tough, even for Chronic. He's been trying to control the ball, but he just gets challenged so early from Rebellion that sometimes the best play for him is to throw it away, but that doesn't help SSG's offense. Here he is right now. Gets up quick. Nice first touch. Good control with the flip reset. Pass one. First killer has to play it off his own back wall, and Kofor will boom it away.
I like this catch here, too, from Reveal. Space Station, again, you got to play a very interceptive and premeditated version of Rocket League. When you're going up against Rebellion, they are very fast to find each other. And it's very difficult to be able to cut them off at times too. 2 minutes left here in regulation of this game number 2. Lead still holds to Rebellion. Cover wants to extend on it. The quick follow from LJ. You see first killer lurking in the back, and for good reasoning. Space Station not gonna be granted the space that they want.
Oh, decent 50, but we're seeing the same thing over and over and over again. SSG not really playing with each other to get this ball past the midfield line. It's usually an individual pops it up, and just like this, what we're seeing there, LJ, he'll pick up the ball and they'll try to turn it into a solo play. Rebellion has kept pressure like this for the last minute. Maybe a chance for a transition, but no, again, Rebellion, that deep third man has just been so quick to get to that midfield line and shuts down anything SSG are doing. They have to like race to just get it into the corner like we're seeing now.
It's like you and I are both saying, you got to play almost just one step ahead of where you want to be at. This shot just a little bit wide, but they are trying to outpace Rebellion. The problem is this pace of play is comfortable for those boys. They thrive in a speedy environment together right now. Diaz, big shot. All on 0, 1 minute left to go. Space Station are gonna try and ramp it up here.
And LJ off ball was just so spectacular. He was getting chased by Reveal. He took the mid, he took the back corner boost, and now he's getting a bump in the back end to get Rebellion more room to work with. LJ, so big, but again, like I said, not on the ball there, just being able to get Reveal out of the play and put SSG in a tough spot. SSG still trying to make something happen here. May have a chance here in the final 30 seconds if they can keep this ball in the blue half.
They gotta hold on to possession though. You can have it in the blue half all you want, but unless you're actually making plays with it there, it means nothing. Kofor throws himself at this ball, but it's Diaz who takes it back. He uses the flip to get past one, tries to nosedive 50 in, but still nothing is enough for this squad to take a actual shot. Here's one, but it's sent off by Kofor, reset to keep them out, and here comes Space Station, but every attempt is denied time and time again. It's another Rebellion win.
And that's really, that game has to be frustrating if you are SSG, because the amount of times where you wanted to get offense started, you stop the danger of the defensive clear, but your offense is showing no structure, and you're getting cut out constantly in the midfield line. You can't really pass to each other because the cuts from Rebellion are so quick. And it just felt like they got nothing going. We got word timeout here for SSG, and I definitely think it's needed because it's a big shutout here for Rebellion. Sure, it's a one-goal game. They didn't need to score any more after this point because they just shut down everything Space Station was doing.
I mean, even in this play alone, you look at, the side of Space Station, all 3 members that were back on the back end of that goal had, less than like 20 boost at that point at the minimum. It's looking rough. It's getting away from them. They were in this situation earlier tonight. They came back from it, but I even remember hearing Chronic in passing, just being like, I don't know what happened. We just got to play better, but I don't know what happened. And I'm sure there's this big question mark coming from them that's like, what can we do? It's not that we're not, playing at our best. They've definitely been having an incredible weekend here. But Shopify's is just better. And also, I mean, you add the lore drop in too, right? There is a bit of pressure on the mental side of things when you're going up against the people that took you out and felt that there was an upgrade in someone else.
The series kind of functions like a chess match a little bit, of course, on the field, but also off the field right now with this timeout between Expert and Violent Panda. Expert needing that extra time to kind of talk through things here to SSG, but you can tell even on the field there with the offense and the structure, just again, being able to effectively move the ball up the field, generate more shot opportunities, and also just generate closer chances. Didn't really feel like you got that out of SSG in that game too, and I think that whatever adjustments they're going to make, again, it's just about using, like I said, if we're making this a chess match, using the board effectively. We haven't seen that from SSG so far this series, and they're in danger of a sweep if they don't get their act together soon.
Oh, for sure. I think once you're hitting match point, it's more likely than not. I don't really see a world where SSG could climb back. I think mentally they were already in this position. It's harder to get through it twice, and seeing them not be quite as successful as they were in the last one is a little worrisome. So game number 3 is their opportunity to really fight back and set a tone into the rest of this series.
Here we go, game 3 on DFH Stadium. So far, SSG starting things off with the possession. Diaz shot on target, off the post. And that is a solid start. Reveal trying to look for Diaz mid, and Kofor says he'll just intercept that, bring it all the way downfield, and see if he can work here on some offense with Rebellion.
It's a nice catch there. Rebellion doing everything we've seen in the past already, just going for another dunk on this one. Reveal keeps it out. The demo sends him back home. LJ to Kofor. Kofor, his gets popped up in the air, and I was expecting First Killer to make the commit, but it was a little bit slower than normal, allowing Space Station opportunity to try and push out.
Kofor taking the ball all himself, had LJ on the wing, opted to go for the solo again. Now LJ, he'll come in to keep the ball in play, but keep eyes on that as well, because sometimes Rebellion can fall into a trap where they rely on their solo plays a little bit too much when they could pass back and forth, but that's a big boom downfield for Chronic to just recover. He doesn't have a lot of boost here to keep this one in play, but Diaz will collect and try to move this downfield for SSG. Right now, Rebellion just outpacing as there's a fake to LJ, but Diaz, great read on that to get the block.
Incredible save from Diaz. You mentioned before about how Rebellion has these very good individual players. Right on the other end of the field, though, is the North American 1v1 champion in Diaz. He knows he has the capability to go toe-for-toe against the likes of First Killer and LJ. And so far, he has done so in that save and in many other plays along the lines. Game 3 still scoreless.
And Kofor going up the ladder, hits it straight down to LJ, but no boost from LJ. He took the corner, so he can stay in this play, and he does. Get that one right around in front of the goal line. Reveal has to be a little bit careful. He sees First Killer there. Rebellion with a lot of pressure. SSG, how well can they work this counter? First Killer already on top of the ball, but Chronic plays it high. Kofor there to get the read, but he throws it away. Diaz, good first touch. Gets the good follow. Reveal wants to play it, but First Killer, again, just clearing that out in the open space.
Half this game left. It has been quite the battle, but Space Station, that worldwide defense has kept them in this one, but they haven't had much time to shine on the other end of the field. First Killer, a bounce to the corner, a rare miss could cost them. It's a bounce around the net, and Space Station return it to the boys in blue.
Good read there from Chronic to get to the ball quickly. Wants to leave it for Diaz, but the touch a little too heavy, so gets away from him. Reveal wants to keep it in play. Good read from Kofor. Won't be able to follow it, and you can see First Killer just kind of waiting in the wing here for this. But so far, Rebellion's offense kind of been led by just, like I said, the single individual plays. They haven't been able to get necessarily too many pass plays. This one, a nice leave there for LJ, and that's what you need!
Rebellion truly, in my eyes, and they gotta be in yours too, are on another level right now. LJ taking one for the team, the double off the back to put them into a lead. Space Station now backs against the wall. It's getting more and more difficult to keep up with Rebellion.
Clear from Kofor to First Killer. They're getting a lot of room in that midfield, but here comes the pass. 1-2, back to Chronic. Chronic now has it high. Reveal, full boost. Diaz was trying to run interference, but Reveal's demoed by Kofor. The play basically dissolves. Diaz wants to keep it alive, and he just might if he can get a bump here, but he can't. First Killer. Oh, wait, that's a good pop to Chronic. Chronic, he has the flip and wants to win the 50. It's just so awkward, though, from SSG right now. They're so close. They get the pieces together, but they just can't execute.
The other problem, too, is that you're having to have that third man play very deep because there is that mistrust with how much has been conceded so far. You can't let Rebellion build on top of it. Kofor just sends it straight back. Reveal's going to go for the demo of a hope at this point, but still, even being sent into their own half, Rebellion are extremely confident in their rotations and the speed at which they take them.
Nice catch there for Reveal. First Killer just trying to buy some time, really just run down the clock. Rebellion in a great spot right now. Kofor, wave dash onto the ball. This one, pinch out in the midfield to Diaz. Diaz, a lot of speed there, but First Killer able to redirect it off to the side. 20 seconds to go. SSG needs something now, otherwise they are in danger of being swept here in the grand finals.
I'm being so weary for Space Station's playing right now. They're going for the demos, they're going for the bumps, and they're throwing themselves out of rotation. It's a 1v1 left. First Killer misses the demo on this. It 50s out into the corner. Big clear. Can he get the catch? No! It hits the ground. And Shopify Rebellion find another win.
Rebellion put the series on match point. SSG offense nowhere to be found. Back-to-back shutouts and a shutout after a tactical timeout. Things are looking grim on the side of SSG. Rebellion back-to-back one-goal game wins, and now they're 5 minutes away from taking in a open one from Space Station Gaming. This is something we are witnessing here, Hurt.
Listen, for me, after everything I have seen, Rebellion, oh, I don't want to get flamed on Twitter. Rebellion are looking like the new number one. All right, everybody, once NRG got taken out, you heard Panda say it, the doors have opened for a new number one. Rebellion very clearly are looking to take that spot in a dominating fashion. It would take, I don't want to say a miracle, but it would take some of the strongest mental fortitude for SSG to get back into this.
Don't worry about Twitter. Listen, I came out to this pre-show and I said SSG was winning the open.
Okay.
I might have lied. We don't know yet. We'll see. Game 4, Rebellion looking to sweep the series. SSG would have to reverse sweep here in Copenhagen if they want to take NA Open 1. And it's where they're not showing signs of life. As LJ bar down and in.
Hey, you want to say there's no signs of life? I'm going to agree with you on that front here. A little bump in the back end. Chronic had already committed full send. Rebellion throw themselves into that net. One away from sweeping a North American Grand Final, but the game just started. Space Station just got to get 1 foot in front of the other.
We've seen the last 2 games in 1 goal, and I think it was game 2 where that 1 goal was scored very early. SSG need to break the mold. Chronic goes up. Not the best touch. That one goes way off. And you're starting to see a little bit of almost panic, even offensively. Oh, good little fix there from Diaz. Good little 50 to keep this one in play. Buys the rest of his team some time. Can SSG work with this?
Reveal's already lurking there too, but nobody was up for it. Rebellion are going to play the slower, more patient game. You are in an advantage with that 1 goal under your belt so early on. They've already proved multiple times that they can play, you know, the defensive game against Space Station for as long as they need. And they're looking to do it again here. Kofor denied the roll 1. First Killer takes it up off the sidewall, has the flip, but the ball is taken away. It's just a demo for the road on back.
Took Reveal out the play. Now Chronic is taking out the play. Now the pass down. First Killer! Oh my! LJ to FK. The connect. No, that's Kofor there. Oh my goodness, what a play!
That's just an insane spot in the speed to throw it in front of the both of them there. This Rebellion wants that win more than anything, and they are proving why they deserve it.
Yeah, I was talking about LJ. He was the one that got the demo.
It's full
to
team
help
effort
kind of set that up, yeah.
Literally every single play that they have put out onto the field this season, but this one in particular, they are more connected than ever. I've talked about First Killer and LJ for a while now, but First Killer in particular is that player that he's always kind of been in his own bubble. He's a very strong individual, but his team play was what was always kind of hindering him. And getting this squad together on this level has made them invincible.
First Killer kind of heating up here a little bit, and that could be very scary, especially in a position if you're like SSG. Down in the series, you do not want him to heat up anymore. But can they get something here? I mean, it just looks so bleak. We're almost halfway through game 4. And SSG, nothing on the board. It's been 10 plus minutes. They've been scoreless.
There's only one way to change that. Chronic's gonna try and do it here on his own. You saw it just building in the air, the patience, the catch here over First Killer, but to 50 on down in on his own nose. Puts Space Station back in fighting contention.
And good credit to Reveal. He was making LJ real awkward on that back wall, made him take a 50 that he wasn't necessarily prepared for, and then again, makes this a 1-goal game here for Space Station Gaming. Now, time left here. Unless LJ, oh, he almost got it. Reveal, what a read there to watch that play. Oh, net's still open though, but Reveal will get back in time and at least force the 50. Again, 1-goal game, but Rebellion's trying to make it 2 here as quickly as possible.
Rebellion continues to also try and get those demos on the rotations out and really force Space Station into something awkward on the back end. Chronic's got it. You see the patience from Reveal. It's a quick cut back to center. LJ catches it, slows them down, and takes his time. Enough power to waste precious seconds that SSG desperately need right now.
Have SSG finally activated? Is it too late? Minute 30. Diaz tries to play it off the corner. Reveal was looking for a bump on LJ again. First Killer LJ kind of awkward here, but no threat. This one though, the sidewall. Chronic trying to get it mid. Diaz was looking for the bump on Kofor. If he got it, Reveal would have had a free shot. Now it'll get sent away. SSG having pressure, but again, execution lacking a little bit. Reveal, can he follow this up? Does follow it. Good 50. LJ doesn't have boost. Diaz needs to get a good cut here. 50's 2, so now Space Station can keep this ball in. It's really just about if they can continue to hold on to this possession while they have Rebellion low on boost.
There have been so many times where this SSG roster has been able to push forward. The problem is they full commit on low boost. They gotta go for the bump. There's nothing there. Chronic's trying to force it in off the post. Follow from Diaz. Sent off to the side. The Rebellion defense is keeping everyone back. At this moment in time, SSG almost have nothing left in the tank to give.
Diaz trying to pop it up. He's just working through this while watching out for the threat of the defense. Chronic gets that center. LJ awkward, and no, it's blocked away. LJ still got the save there.
This one goes down on the ground, tries to play it a little bit low here, but it gets popped back out into the corner. You can see all of Space Station committing, but First Killer, the one to keep him out. That save could be the complete difference maker between the two. Up to 1, it's Diaz. The 1v1 pass gets intercepted, and Space Station have one last Hail Mary to give, but it'll be taken away. This one's still in play as Rebellion has to keep them back. It's a pop in the air and pop to the backboard. No follow has come through.
Diaz looking to control this. Sends it across the field. They want to switch the play. Reveal, though, no, not the best touch. It hits the ground. And Rebellion do it in a sweep. They are your NA Open 1 champions.
One of the most dominant runs we have seen in such a long time. These 3 players have had some of the most talked about potential for so long, and they bring in Kofor alongside Violent Panda, and it is the recipe for success. Space Station, before they had met them, had only dropped 5 games throughout the entirety of the NA Open 1, and they completely got shut down.
And there's questions about SSG at this point. What happened here? You wonder why they weren't as successful on offense. Why does the series end in a sweep? You look back on all the matches that happened today, and it seemed like they were the strong favorites going into it. Full desk faith, even the chat, the coin, there was everything in their favor. But nothing worked for them. Back-to-back shutout losses, and then again, Rebellion though playing their game, playing their play style, and just kept the consistency. Definitely a well-earned win, but questions here on the side of SSG. Again, not done yet. Of course, they finished second, and we'll see them tomorrow, but I mean, congratulations to Rebellion.
A huge congratulations indeed. What a showing, and also #1 and the NA representative headed into tomorrow. The best showing they could have had possibly for Space Station. A couple question marks, but still flowers to them for their showing overall. Congratulations to Rebellion. Let's take it away.
They came in as favorites for a reason. Shopify Rebellion getting at that North American Open #1 win. And great look going into the gauntlet tomorrow. But first off, LJ, first regional win, and you did it in this style, too. That's got to feel amazing.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it had to be a LAN, right? Like,
yeah.
Not online. Honestly, like, we all just played great. That was the best we've ever played, I think. I don't know what else to say. Like, we just played great.
Yeah. What, did it live up to your expectations? Any dreams you had of winning a regional?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know. LAN regional, I did not really dream about that, but yeah.
Sure. Hey, let's hear from Kofi here. You know, the teammates getting slotted into this roster here. This has to feel good. Talk to me about how great it has been to work around this team and with this squad.
I mean, it's great to work with them. They have like insane experience, obviously insane like skill level. Like, I don't know, I couldn't ask for a better team.
And I guess has it been super natural for you because it looked natural?
Yeah, it's been pretty natural.
That's great to hear. Let's get from here now that you guys got the win. First killer, you had SSG, you pinned them for the grand finals. There's no way you thought it would have been that quick. Does this fast win give you a lot of confidence going into the gauntlet against Europe?
Yeah, it honestly does. I think we honestly played super great. We were on the same page the whole entire time. And I think if we can keep that up, then we'll put up a great fight tomorrow.
VP, I want to get a word from you here at the end. I heard CJ was giving you some tips. Did you take any of that into this, or?
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
CJ can talk whatever he wants.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, you got to be super happy about this win. Like, there's no way you would have expected a win like this.
No, this is amazing. These guys are great. I know they are this talented. Like, they're insanely skilled individually. We just have to put it together and make it together as a team. And yeah, they pulled through, and it was amazing.
All right, pass it down here one last time. LJ, because this was your first one, we always give this stage to the winner of a regional to talk out to their friends, family, whoever they want to. So, of course, you got to be the guy.
I just want to say thank you for my team. Thanks for Shopify and my parents. You know, I love them. They support me like crazy, and yeah, thank you. Thank you for everyone supporting.
There it is. Keep the spam going on in chat. Your winners here of the North American Open #1, Shopify Rebellion.
An expected 4-0 sweep in the North American Open 1 Grand Final for RLCS 2026. And only one question remains, T-Bates. Is this the greatest Rocket League roster to ever be formed?
He's T-Bates. Why did they put the camera on me? It's you.
I don't know why the camera's on you.
That was crazy. They didn't win a game. That was almost a perfect sweep. We almost got the binary sweep. A perfect sweep's never happened in North America, by the way.
That's actually crazy. No, fair play to Rebellion. I don't think anybody but CJ saw that coming, and even in the CJ.
There's 25% of you at home. There's only 25%. There's 75% of you at home that can be really ashamed of yourselves right now. That you didn't see that coming.
Why did you bouncing up and down, bro?
He's the captain now.
Someone in my ear, I don't know who he is, but he said highlights. So I think I think he said highlights. What if I say it? Oh, okay, that's what it works. Okay.
CJ, what happened in the series, man?
I mean, what didn't happen in this series, and what didn't happen? I don't know if Space Station were on the pitch for 4 games here. It just got away from them so quickly. Rebellion flexed their muscles, and it was beautiful to see.
They got the team plays together. They got the solo plays together. They weren't making the same mistakes they were making earlier. Rebellion looked like a totally different team. I don't know how they've managed to do that in a grand final. It's like when the pressure's at its highest, when it matters most, they deliver, and congrats to them. Fully deserved win.
I do feel like this is very reminiscent of many times we've seen the Falcons in a finals at a LAN, where they are clearly the strongest team in the building, and then something breaks when you put the pressure of winning the whole thing on the board here. Space Station, we know they're good. This was not the best series.
Let's put on the Falcons thing, man. Listen, y'all just be saying they look like the best team every single time they show up in the grand final. I will say that.
You need the copium that's not the case of energy.
I mean, NRG looked like the best team up to that moment. But I'm just saying, SSG didn't look good. I've got to say this. Shopify Rebellion, I still don't understand what the game plan is, but I will say
it's a winning game plan. That's what it is.
They're consistent. Out of semifinals and finals, they've won 8 games, right? 5 of those games were 1-0 semifinal victory. So they doing something. They want to get the one goal.
It's a bit of an NRG look. Looks like NRG actually are here in spirit after all this.
Okay, no, that's more like a prime Gentleman's back in the day. You know what I'm talking about? Back in Copenhagen, actually, where Gentleman's win a lot of games.
They would win by 1 goal, but it wouldn't always be 1-0.
True.
Not always 1-0.
But listen, they like to park the bus when they got that one goal up. So listen, big shout out to Shopify. Big shout out to LJ. His family's great. He deserves a regional win. FK, of course, on top, and Kofi doing his thing too.
All eyes to tomorrow now. Gauntlet versus Europe. I mean, we've got to contend for North America.
I don't know if you can beat Europe going 1-0 every game.
I don't think you can go 1-0 every game, I guess. Oh, but wait, what side of the bracket? They're on the good side.
They're on their own side.
NIP side.
Yeah, so
NIP side. That's a great match.
We might get the Chartreuse war between NIP and Shopify Rebellion. Which team wears the color better? Shopify's NIP's got to make it there first, though. They gotta win that second match.
It is a gauntlet.
One more match.
Here's how the North American bracket panned out. Hey, you know
somebody. You remember that thing I said? You said that. You said it off stage. Tell the fans.
I told the people. I said, well, we went to Game 7 in both semifinals, which means it's going to be a sweep in the grands. And I've watched a few. Sounds
like you've been doing this. How long? A decade almost?
It's been about a decade. Yeah. Congratulations to Shopify.
A very symmetrical lower bracket there, actually.
It
looks
fantastic, doesn't
it? We've got the 4-0s, the 4-1s, the 4-3s. The only thing we're missing is the 4-2, though.
But also, like, the teams on the outside had the same scores as the teams on the inside, which just happens to work out with the colors. That's a lot of fun. But congratulations to Shopify Rebellion on their victory, especially to LJ. Man, it was a long time coming.
Yeah, I mean, and we're critical of gameplay. We have to remember this is the first event of RLCS 2026, so none of the teams are really in top form. And as we can see with Shopify, they're only getting better and better. LJ, what a time to win your first regional, to do it in an event that it feels a little bit different. We're here at live on LAN. It feels a little bit more special than just an online open qualifier.
All right, Johnny, I want you to walk us through this gauntlet bracket. Explain to me this searing hot take that North America's not winning a single match tomorrow.
I mean, it's fairly straightforward. See, Nova are going to win, then Vitality are going to win, and then NIP are going to win. Vitality's going to win again, and then NIP is going to win again. And at that point, it's only EU teams left.
So you've got Europe winning every single match tomorrow.
I do think that that's likely, yes. But if I was to take any of those matches, just decide who do I predict to win this, I think EU wins every time. Gen G, I would have had Gen G over Novo, but that match isn't happening.
That's not happening.
Yeah, I think
it's just once again, it's not biased. It just makes sense.
It's just that if I had to, make the prediction, everything on the line, that's what I would predict. I think the way the brackets come together, I think EU wins every match.
CJ, who's the #1 team going in tomorrow?
Apart from Shopify Rebellion? I mean, Kami Call looks great. Come on now. Look, it's going to be tough. Ninjas in Pajamas, Kami Call, Shopify Rebellion. They call them the Big Three for a reason. So it's going to be exciting.
Everyone's calling them that, apparently. That's the thing that we just learned.
I've heard the Big Three being thrown around.
I've never heard that.
Sports Illustrated saying it, Bleacher Report saying it, everyone's saying it, folks. Crazy weekend we've had here so far, and we're not done yet. Sunday, we have that bracket we just saw from you guys. We just showed you guys, and this is the schedule of matches. We will start things off with Redacted versus Nova. We will see Team Vitality and then Gen G, and at that point, the winners of the matches advance forward to play against people on their side of the bracket.
I will say, Johnny, are you still confident REU is best of 5s?
Yeah, I think that's no problem. That's fine. That's not an issue.
Okay.
Wait, why would that favor North America?
Because it allows a little more chaos.
Upset potential.
More chaos. Listen, you win one game, it kind of shifts the whole series a little bit more drastically than a best of 7 does. So
I think it'll be fine.
You think it'll be fine? Okay.
Yeah.
They do, for the first time, I believe, on LAN, have timeouts in the best of 5.
There are
so that does change things just a little bit. But hey, it's that 4th win that always seems to get these teams. So like, hey, if you only got to win 3, maybe it works out. Also, you can see it down there, kind of sneaky. Team EU versus Team NA. That is our 4v4 show match. That is a best of 3. So we're not going to take too long on that one. We should know by the end of the game too who's going to win. I think it'll just be 2 games.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, that's for sure. I'm a little bit worried for some of Gen G. They seem to only show up in Game 4. You can't really show up in Game 4.
Game 5, Game 6.
Best of 5 doesn't work.
Oh, yeah.
You're right about that. Thank you. Hey, you've had a tough day.
He patted me on the back. All of a sudden, his team ends up winning, and this guy's big yap.
Big 3. That's all I'm saying. We got a big 3. The people, one in chat if you're saying that. I think they're saying the big 3, and I think NIP are lucky to be in it.
Put a 2 in the chat. Nobody's putting that big 3. On the
Listen,
three shot by Rebellion, Carmine, Corp, and NIP.
It's
One in
KC,
10 they are, two of them
NIP,
not.
Vitality. That's your big three.
If you want to see the continuation of this conversation, tune in tomorrow's pre-show. That's going to be live at 3:30 local time, which is about half an hour earlier than today. So matches will start an hour earlier tomorrow because we got more matches. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow for day 3 of Kickoff Weekend.
Oh, looks like you're backing up a bit here. Okay, Luann? Is there a Luann in the house?
Remember, you don't work here. Young homeowners love to get involved with everything.
Luann going once.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents,
Luann?
but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Sorry.
Luann!
We have 16 teams from around the world. It's a shot. It's wide. The follow is in.
They need to keep running back to their net. Otherwise, Frank will come back at them.
But it doesn't matter because there's killers through one. There's killers. 1, 2. Oh, it's not cold. Just give him the trophy now.
T-Bates here, and today I have a special unboxing from Blacklight. It's gonna be something you've never seen before. ASMR. Let's get into it. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Oh my gosh. It's cool. These are the instructions. It's a piece of art. Smooth as silk. And now for the finishing touches. The Athena Pro. Blacklight. RLCS. Available for pre-order right now.
The RLCS kicks off. Legends fall. Underdogs rise. Get ready for RLCS 2026.
Lift my feet off the ground, let gravity take me up. As beautiful as it's been, it's time for me to go.
That's the sound of the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program, saving you money and energy. With rebates on Energy Star appliances, so you can come back to a home full of savings. Discover more ways to save at ComEd.com/home savings. ComEd, powering lives. That's the sound of the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program, saving you money and energy. With rebates on Energy Star appliances, so you can come back to a home full of savings. Discover more ways to save at ComEd.com/home savings. ComEd, powering lives.